Hi everybody, it's Karen Meade. Thanks for joining me here today. Today I want to start a conversation and see if you can identify for yourself which category of the two that I'm going to explain to you do you fall into. So when I first meet with a client, sometimes I'm speaking to them on the phone initially, sometimes we're just meeting at their home. I will ask them whether they are a concealer or a revealer. And I then go in to explain to them what I'm meaning by that. So I ask you, are you a concealer or a revealer? A concealer is a person who, well, actually there are two types of concealers and two types of revealers, and we'll go over that. So the first concealer is a person who prefers all of their things put away, meaning their countertops are mostly clear. They're not a minimalist, but most of their things are put away. So for this video, I want you to envision your own bathroom countertop or your vanity, wherever you have your things that you get ready in the morning. So a concealer puts all of their makeup and lotions and potions in the drawers or cabinets or medicine cabinet that they have in their bathroom. Now, the reason there are two types of concealers is because the first type puts it away in a pretty tidy fashion. It's in the medicine cabinet, all lined up on the shelves in there, or down below their bathroom sink. They have their lotions and potions in baskets or organizing bins or tubs. So they really have a home for everything. That's the first type of concealer. The second type of concealer really likes a cleared off flat surface. I think that brings a lot of peace to someone's mind. It does, for sure. But they may not have the room, or they may not have the time, or they may not just have the understanding of how to keep those things concealed. So they tend to be the one who may be the shover inner, as I say. They're just putting it in the cabinet and shutting the door. They're shoving it in the drawer and they're slamming that drawer, and it's in there, it's concealed, but it's not as tidy as the first concealer I spoke of. So there's concealer A, who puts it away and it's very tidy and organized, and there's concealer B, who puts it away in a not so organized fashion. So I'm pretty sure you can tell now what the revealer is. You know, they're the opposite of the concealer. A person who is a revealer really prefers their things to be out so that they can see them and they're really visible. And I understand that. In fact, I'd say most of my clients really are probably more revealers. And they'll say things to me like, well, I need to see it to remember it. I need to see it to use it. So I said, I understand that completely. I don't think there's a right way or a wrong way. Being a concealer isn't necessarily correct or right for everybody, and nor is a revealer. So some revealers have their, let's say their bathroom countertop, all of their lotions and potions and makeup and toiletries are out on their counter, but they've utilized those really great bins and pretty acrylic organizers and acrylic trays and really kind of beautified their space up so their things look almost like merchandised, you know, like the makeup counter at a department store or something like that. So it's out, they see it, but it also is aesthetically pleasing for them. And then there is, you know, revealer B, where it's all out, but it's just kind of all over the place. Maybe they don't know what products to buy to keep their things in or to keep their things on, but they do want to remember to use it. So they need that out on their countertop. So it perhaps looks, you know, it's a little more trepidatious. Things are falling over as they reach for their face moisturizer, or lotion bottles are tipping over because there's just too much stuff really on their countertop. So when I work with a client, and I can obviously quickly tell, and as most people could, if someone's a concealer or a revealer, my goal is not to make them be the opposite of what they are. My goal is to make them work for the with the space that they have in the way that they like to work. So if we've got a revealer, the revealer B, who's got everything out on the countertop, and she is saying to me like, I'm finding myself having a hard time getting ready quickly in the morning, or I can't quite find what I need because my lipsticks are in with my eyeliners, are in with my mascaras. So they are having a hard time getting ready. It's not that it's more efficient for them to have it all out, because it's really probably a hodgepodge all mixed in a basket together. So once I kind of determine what they are and what they need help with, then we go from there. And really it's a matter of just talking to the client and seeing what is working for them and what isn't, and then to go from there. There are so many great products on the market that do not have to cost a lot of money. And you can get really creative and repurpose things you have in your home as well. You don't have to buy everything, acrylic and rose gold and mirrored. You can make do with some things you have. Really seeing what your new system is more important than going out and buying the pretties, because maybe you think you're a revealer and then you live with it a little tidied up after a while, and then you're like, I think I'm ready to put all this away and have a clearer countertop. So just like everything, most things in life, you've really got to start establishing some new habits and creating some systems and tweak those as you go before you kind of get to your end point to decide, are you really a revealer or a concealer? So I want to leave you with that today. Take a look at your bathroom countertop. You'll know what you are. And maybe you're a little bit of a hybrid. Maybe you don't have room for everything out or everything put away. But take a look at yours. And of course, reach out to me with questions or anything you may want some more information on, because I'm happy to help. And I will share that I am a concealer. It's probably not a big surprise, but I do prefer a lot of things put away, because I do like some pretties on my bathroom countertop. So on that note, I leave you with those tips for today, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much.